So for today's 10-minute timeout, we'll be focusing on the theme mindfulness. So mindfulness is all about being mindful in the present moment, and it is an integrated mind and body based approach which will help us with our thoughts, feelings, emotions and just general mental health. So we'll be incorporating that into this yoga flow sequence, and I will explain variations and modifications for each body type and different levels. So taking the right one for you, and let's begin. So we're going to start off in a child's pose today, so try not to rush into each posture. We're just exploring how the body feels from the get-go. Try to sit the weight all the way back onto the heels or as far as your body will allow you to go today. And let's all just take a nice deep inhale through the nose as we gaze forward. And exhale, walk the hands forward. And bow the chest down towards the ground. Again, as far as your body will allow you to go. And closing your eyes just so we can tune into ourselves, tune in internally. And we'll take a deep inhale through the nose as we expand the rib cage. And exhale through the mouth and just let go. And visualize yourself as a feather drifting down towards the ground, which symbolizes us drifting into relaxation. We'll do that one last time. So deep inhale and exhale. Release. So keep walking the fingers forward. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. And then we're going to walk the hands over towards the left-hand side here. So the left diagonal corner. Try to keep your arms as straight as possible. And we're feeling that deep stretch in the right side of the body. Also try to keep your right hip onto your heel, keeping the hips level, just so you can really feel the benefits of this side child's pose. And we'll take another inhale, walking back towards the center. So we're incorporating that breath with our movement now. And another inhale and exhale over towards the right-hand side. So try to relax any tension within the face. And if it feels normal and natural to do so, feel free to smile. Send those good messages up towards the brain, which will then signal down to the body that you are relaxed and in this moment. So we'll take another inhalation as we come back towards the center. Exhale as we settle back into it, and we'll take one last deep stretch in this child's pose. And sighing out if it feels good to do so as well. I always find it really satisfying to sigh out. And then let's start to bring the body up. So we'll walk the hands back here. So we're sitting on our heels, and we're going to interlock the fingers behind us and push the arms down and away. So it's completely up to you if you just interlock the fingers, or you can bring the palms together as well. And when you bring the palms together, you'll create a deeper stretch within your chest and gaze up, feel proud, mean business. Keep breathing and give your muscles the oxygenation that they need. One last deep inhalation and exhale. Let go of that clasp, and again really slowly walking forward into a tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, and we're just going to create a bit of heat and energy within the body, and we're going to take an exhale, hover the knees off the ground. So notice how I haven't lifted my hips up. I'm just trying to stay in one straight line from my head down towards the sit bones here. And we'll hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale, release. And just give the hips a bit of a shake. And we'll reset, recharge, taking another inhale and exhale, hover, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1, release. So you should start to feel that firing up the legs now. Taking one last shake, and then we'll come one last time. Inhale and exhale. And this time, we're not going to lower the knees down, we're going to push straight into our downward facing dog. Pedaling out the heels here. So we want to make sure that the weight is even between our hands and our feet. So you're gonna wanna feel comfortable coming forward onto your wrist here. So we wanna push the weight back, and if that means that your heels are hovering and your knees are bent, then that is okay. The main aim is that you create this V shape in a downward facing dog. And let's gaze towards our hands at the top of the mat, taking as many or as little steps as you need to travel towards the top here. And bring your feet hip width apart, grab onto your elbows and hang over, ragdoll position. So this is probably the only position I'll allow people to roll their shoulders forward. So take advantage of that right now. Relax, shaking the head no, nodding it yes. And you can even take a nice inhale and exhale, drop back down. And rolling up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, head being the last thing that comes up. Rolling the shoulders at the top and down. Heel toeing the feet together so we can find Samasthiti. Again, another posture, meaning business, oozing with confidence as you bring your shoulders back. And let's take an inhalation, Ardha Hastasana, pulling up and out of the body. And exhale, swan diving forward, exaggerate it, dramatize each posture in a sun salutation. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, your hands come to your shins, you gaze forward and you bring your shoulders back. Exhale, plant the palms down. Let's just step into a high plank to begin with. Lower the hips. We're coming into Chaturanga. Choice, knees to floor, then chin and chest, or full plank. Hover the body. Shift the weight forward so you can swim up in either an upward facing dog or cobra, hips are down, or further modification, forearms are down to the ground for Sphinx. And exhale. Everybody try to lift the hips up first, and then you can push back into a downward facing dog. Finding that breath again. So bringing your awareness towards your breath, your thoughts, your body, being mindful and allowing ourselves to just enter this present moment. And if your thoughts are feeling quite erratic today, then that is completely normal. Just don't serve any judgment towards them and just find the rhythm of your breath. Let's flow. So inhalation, raising your right leg up, three-legged dog. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Start to tuck that knee towards the stomach and the chest. We rock forward. Choice to take 2 steps forward with that right foot, or if you can, take one step, and we're all going to come into a high lunge here. We're starting to build strength in our hips, so exhalation, opening up to warrior 2. You want to bring that left shoulder back and the left hip as well, making sure you're completely side on. And exhale, we're going to turn the left foot out. Try to stay at one level, but as soon as your body starts coming forward, that is your indication to either come up slightly or just take your time squatting down here. Shoulders are back and smiling again if it feels good to do so. And let's find warrior 2 on the other side here. So again, I'm pulling the right side of my body back. Let's scoop that right arm under. Try to stay at one level as we find our high lunge on the other side. Exhale, framing that left foot. Choice of a downward facing dog, or you can do Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhalation, downward facing dog. We're going to come back the way that we came, using the other leg. So inhalation, left leg raises up, three-legged dog. Exhale, scooping it towards the stomach and the chest. And again, taking 2 steps forward or challenging yourself, taking that one step, anchoring down that left foot as you push the body up into your high lunge. Engaging the abdomen. Open up to warrior 2. Trying to stay at this same level, we're going to open up to a goddess squat. Making sure your knees are going over your second toe here. And then we can just move that left foot to find warrior 2 on the other side. Perhaps you can lunge a little deeper this time. And then trying to stay at one level as we find our high lunge. And exhale, floating down. Choice of a downward facing dog or chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, checking in with yourself. How do you feel? How does your body feel? Let's gaze towards our hands at the top of the mat. Taking a step or a jump to join your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raising your both arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Shaking up the legs, we're going to transfer towards the floor here. So really enjoying this movement meditation. Listening to your breath and being mindful of every single posture that you do. And let's all find Samastiti for the final time. And let's flow. Inhale, raising your both arms up. Exhale, swan diving forward. Inhalation, half lift. Exhale, choice to step or jump into your high plank. Chaturanga. Feel the fluidity within your body as you inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Taking an inhalation, and we're going to lower the knees back down to the ground. Feeling your feet with that connection at the back. Knees can be either mat width apart, or you can create more of a narrow stance. And we're just going to come back into our child's pose here. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Feeling proud of yourself for turning up here today, to want to better yourself both physically and mentally. It's an incredible trait to have, to give yourself that acknowledgement. You can stay in this child's pose for as long as you'd like. Or exhale, slowly bringing your body back up as we finish the practice. Taking an inhalation, raising your both arms up, bringing them into prayer position in front of your heart center. And thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste. So that's it for today. If you have a little longer, then perhaps you want to lay in Savasana or work on your meditation. If you're looking for ways to really boost your well-being and recovery, then try incorporating high-quality CBD products. Visit Elixinol's website. You can click on the link below. Have a wonderful day.